Hi guys, welcome to keep forgetting the day, 13 of distance learning. It is time for math. Okay, so make sure you have your chart out so we can start counting. Miss Guidi's had too much coffee today. Okay, alrighty, so we're gonna start counting by 10. So here we go. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. All right, let's do it again. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. Okay, so now we're count by fives. Also, make sure you have your hundreds chart out, okay? All right, here we go. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80, 85, 90, 95, 100. Okay, let's do it one more time. Here we go. Left to right, left to right. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80, 85, 90, 95, 100. All right, go ahead and put your hundreds chart away. So we are thinking about something new. We are no longer thinking about composing and decomposing. We are thinking about part, whole. Part, whole. So we're not going to touch our legs. We're going to touch them together. Part, whole. Part, whole. That is what we're thinking about for the next 2 days, okay? Alrighty, so let's think about our target for today. You can't really see it that well when we close this window. I think all the light's getting in. All right, is that better? All right, here we go. I can use objects to find the whole when parts to 10 are unknown. Okay, so let me read it one more time. I can use objects to find the whole when parts to 10 are unknown. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to think about our anchor chart. So it says part, whole, part, whole. So my whole is 6. So in all, my whole, everything I got is 6. My parts are 4 and 2. So if I think about part, whole, I have 4 and I have 2. My part, and together makes my whole. So all together, if I had my first part would be 4 and 2, my whole is 6, okay? All right, now let's think about it if we had our cubes in front of us, our manipulatives, okay? Well, you can't really see it that well, but I put 4 green together and 2 pink. So my first part is 4. My second part is 2. I put them together. My whole is 6. Okay, so for this next part, I'm going to pause so I can flip my anchor chart. For the next part, you will need your counters. Get your counters. Okie dokie? Okie dokie. Do that now. Go get your counters. Oh, also, get your part, whole. Get your part, whole. Get your part, whole. All right? All right, guys, I'm going to pause so I can flip my chart over. Hi. Okay, so I was able to flip my chart over and put my part, whole. And you know what? I'm going to spell out part, whole. P-R-A-R-R, part. P-A-R-R, part. All right, whole. Here we go. H-W-H-O-L-E, whole. All right, so for this part, we are going to only use our fingers. So get your fingers ready. Get your fingers ready. Here we go. All right, so we're going to do something kind of easy, this part, okay? So we are going to know our whole, and we're going to know one of our parts, okay? So we're going to start off somewhere a little bit easy. So our whole is going to be 3. So that means I need to see 3 fingers. Put up 3 fingers, okay? This is going to be our whole. We know one of our parts. One of our parts is 1, okay? So it's super loud out there. I'm so sorry if you can hear that. All right, so let me see if I can talk a little louder. All right, so we have our whole is 3, and we know one of our parts. Because we know one of our parts, we can put our fingers down. We're going to put how many in our first part? Down. So I know our hole is 3, so you should have 3 fingers, and you're going to put down one of your parts. So put down 1 finger. So that must mean, what is our other part? 2. Okay? 1 plus 2 more is 3. All right, let's get a little bit harder now. Okay. All right, so I know my hole is 4, so I see 4 fingers. 4 fingers, okay? One of my parts is 3. One of my parts is 3. So how many fingers am I going to put down to find my other part? 3 fingers, so put down 3 fingers. So that must mean, what is my other part? 1. I have 1 more, so that must mean 3 plus 1 is 4. All right, let's keep going. Here we go. All right, now my hole is going to be 5. So how many fingers should you be putting up right now? 5. In all, I have 5. Okie dokie. All right, so I know one of my parts is 2. One of my parts is 2. So I have 5, but I know one of my parts is 2. So how many fingers am I going to put down? 2 fingers. Oops. 2 fingers. 2 fingers. So how many do I have left? 3. So I'm going to put up 3. So that must mean 2 plus 3 is 5. All right, here we go. Next one. Remember, we're just using our fingers, okay? All right. I know my hole is 7. My hole is 7. I know, did I do 7 like this? My goodness, 7. Okay, or 7. Let's do 7 like this. My goodness. All right, I know one of my parts is 2. So I have 7. One of my parts is 2. So I'm going to put down 2 fingers. How many fingers do I have left? 5. Awesome. Good job. 5. So that must mean 2 plus 5 more is 7. Awesome. All right. Let's do one more, and then we'll use our counter and our part hole. All right. Let's do one more. 6. Okay. My hole is 6. That means I need to find 6 fingers. You're like this, like this, like this. Okay. 6. Okie dokie. I know one of my parts is 5. One of my parts is 5. So I have 6, and I know that one of my parts is 5. Okay, so that must mean, how many fingers am I going to put down? 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. How many do I have left? How many fingers? Just 1. So that must mean 5 plus 1 is 6. All right, here we go. So let's get out our part hole. I'm going to erase this right here so you can see it better. Okay. Here we go. I'm going to draw my part hole. Part, and then I'm going to draw my hole. It's going to be a little bit easier for, oh, that's a funky looking circle. Make that a little bit prettier. All right. Okie dokie. So make sure that you have your part hole, just like this, and you can use your counters. Okay, so here we go. My hole is going to be this number, 3. So that means you need to get out 3 counters. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Okay? Oh, also, I'm sorry, y'all. get your dry erase, you'll be writing the numbers in them, okay? You're not going to be putting them in the circles like we did yesterday for compose and decompose. You're going to be writing the numbers, so it should look just like this, okay? It should look just like this. Your counter should be all red, and you should have a 3 in your hole. Okie dokie? Okie dokie. Sorry. Okay. Alrighty, so one of my parts is 1. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to flip over one of my counters. How many red do I have left? How many? 2. Okie doke, we get how to do this? Alrighty, so erase your numbers. I'm going to try as fast as I can not to erase my circles. Erase your numbers. Alright, your next number is going to be the number 6. So you need to add 3 more counters to the bottom, so it is 6. 1, 2, 5, 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Make sure you have 6 counters at the bottom of your part hole. It should look just like this. You should have your number written in the circle, and you should have 6 counters on the bottom. All right, here we go. So what we're going to do is we're going to, in our part, here is your part. Here is your first part. I want you to try and figure out what your other part is. So what can you do to your counters to find your other part? We'll flip them over. So let's flip over how many? 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so that must mean, what is our other part? 3. Okie dokie. Let's do one more, and then I'm going to stop helping you. All right, so I'm going to erase my 6. You should erase your 6, and your 3, and your 3. All right, I'm going to make sure all of my counters are red. Your next number is the number 8. Okay, my first part is this one. What must my other part be? What's this? Ooh, let me make sure I have 8 counters. Oh my goodness. 8 counters. Add 2 more. So I should have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So yours should look just like this. Make sure you have 8. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to flip over how many counters? 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. How many do I have left? 3. So that must mean my other part is 3. All right, let's do a couple. Let's do one more. Flip, so make sure all of them are flipped over, and we're going to add 1 more to our part, or to our counter, so it's 9. So make sure you have 9. So my hole now is a number 9. I'm going to erase my 5 and 3. All right, here we go. So this one's going to be on your own. Make sure yours looks just like mine. Remember, you can pause this so you can stop and catch up. You can always pause me, okay? All right, so my first part is 4. What must my other part be? So I'm going to flip over how many counters? 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now I'm going to count the rest of my counters. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, you guys, I will see you tomorrow. Reading is next, but we're going to continue our part whole tomorrow, and tomorrow's Friday. Yay! Okie dokie. All righty, guys, I'll see you for reading.